皆さん、こんにちは。I said, hello everyone in Japanese. My name is Dr. DoAnn Kaneko, PhD in Oriental Medicine. I am the second generation practitioner as assigned by the divine lights and cosmic consciousness, practicing and teaching for over 55 years. I am one of the several pioneers who introduced Shiatsu, but I am the only one who also brought Amma to USA. Our goal is to educate and share this wonderful spiritual traditional healing arts endorsed by Western science and quantum mechanics. Our goal is not only to master the long form and the short form I will explain shortly, but we also wanted to achieve world peace and happiness. Through Shiatsu-Anma traditional self-healing and realization program, you will learn a lot about the life healing, peace, happiness. Now, my friend, let me introduce Alan Salvatore Sensei, our most devoted successor and disciple from former school I founded, Shiatsu Massage School of California. Gwen Ioka is another very talented healer from SMC and assists our class from time to time.
Thank you, Kaneko-sensei. Hello, my name is Alan Salvatore, and I'm a graduate from the Shiatsu Massage School of California, where I graduated around 1994. Wow, that was a long time ago. Since then, I have been practicing Shiatsu on my own and have a clinic here in the Torrance, California area. Shiatsu is a great form of healing arts to learn, and we're here to introduce two different forms that Kaneko-sensei developed. One is called the long form, where we combine Shiatsu and Anma together. This is his own creation that has been very popular, but also has proven itself to be such an important and powerful way of treating the body from a very holistic approach. And then Shiatsu itself, in what we call the short form, which was introduced to Japan and became popular actually around 1960. For myself, I have been training for a long time. For over 30 years, I have been training at local, state, and national levels, and now been able to work with Kaneko-sensei, so we've actually provided trainings on a global level. So right now, I'd like to reintroduce Kaneko-sensei, who will continue on teaching you a little bit more about our history and about Shiatsu-Anma.
Now, my friend, let's find out Shiatsu-Anma Therapy. We developed two kata, meaning forms, to master our original Shiatsu-Anma Therapy. You will practice Anma through long form and Shiatsu through the short form, according to the most authoritative definition by Dr. Serizawa through his numerous instructional textbooks. Under his guidance, I earned a degree in acupuncture from a school called Toyo Shinkyu Senmon Gakko in Tokyo. My parents trained me in Anma therapy, and I introduced this Anma through my long form based on traditional acupuncture meridian and acupuncture points, which regulate life force energy called Qi in Chinese and Ki in Japanese. The definition of the Anma is based on yin and yang concept of TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. An of Anma means pressure that generally has an acupuncture-like sedative effect. It is very effective in controlling excess stagnation of qi and blood, for example, inflammations. Ma means soothing, friction, improve circulation and bring balance. Our ultimate goal in Shiatsu-Anma is to move qi and blood. The blood signifies hormones, lymphs, enzyme, and other body fluid. It is clearly explained in the classical textbook of TCM that Wherever the stagnation occurred, there will be sensitiveness, pain, discomfort, and irregularity. This is Eastern alchemy, which refines our essential elixir of the chi and blood. I had an opportunity to study acupuncture among Shiatsu-Anma and Shiatsu in Sorei Yanagiya Sensei's school. Sorei Sensei is considered one of the most important masters who brought recognition to traditional acupuncture and classical massage art of Amma, which originated in China about 4,000 years ago. He was the first to successfully introduce these practices in Japan and the Western world within a scientific framework. Dr. Serizawa continued to advance the scientific foundation behind Amma, Shiatsu, and acupuncture. His principles of Oriental medicine prevailed, and his theory contributed to defining the standard of Amma, Shiatsu, acupuncture, and moxibustion based on Western science. Let's explain what is Shiatsu. In Japanese, shi means finger, like an of Amma. Atsu means pressure. It is a finger pressure therapy. Some call it acupressure or acupuncture without needles. How do you like it? I introduced the Shiatsu through my short form. Dr. Serizawa defined that Shiatsu had three major Western holistic medicine backgrounds. He included chiropractic, osteopathy, and spongylotherapy, as well as traditional massage therapy like Amma. In our short form, pressure points are exactly the same as traditional acupuncture points and the meridian. Now, the history of this Shiatsu, Master Tokujiro Namikoshi had a significant impact on the field of the bodywork in Japan. He is considered the most important figure in the development of Shiatsu in Japan. He introduced his own pressure points chart independent of traditional meridian and pressure points. He presented Shiatsu based on totally science. His disciple Shizuto Masunaga diverged from this path and developed Zen Shiatsu, which utilized his own meridians with yin and yang concepts, and became very popular in the USA. It was about 2,000 years ago that Amma arrived in Japan from China, along with other healing modality of TCM, as well as Buddhism and the Chinese culture. So let's talk about China. China is the fourth largest country and 1.4 billion people today, and one of the four civilizations in the world. You see the diagram of 5 regions in China, according to 5 elements theory and yin and yang concept. Different parts of China develop different modality. This chart shows north, south, east, west, and central region. So geographical, the weather, climates, and lifestyle, they needed different type of modality. It makes sense when you talk about yin and yang. For example, north, it's a cold weather, and people needed more heating method due to poor circulation. So moxibustion, you see here, big cone, the mogwat, burning with incense. Well, this is a way to stimulate when it gets too hot. Therapists pick up this mogwat. But there is a technique, tiny like a thread or like a rice grain, and burn it down to the skin. So that's very torture-like, but very effective among chronic pain and aches and conditions. So this is called moxibustion, developed in northern part of China because the weather is cold. Southern part of it is due to this tropical weather climates. The fever is involved and causes others, yang conditions. So we need to bring in opposites, which is cold. So think about the needles are made of the metals, gold, bronze, silver, which remain usually cold. That's how we harmonize. I talked about northern part of China, very, very in cold, so bring yan, warm therapy. Very, very natural way to balance. Now let's talk about east part of the China, which face to the ocean. So their culture, yeah, they consume a lot of fishes, shells, seaweeds, so on. So they are prone to develop blood stagnation or toxic blood, which causes often there's a pus skin problem. So it is effective to control this kind of excess energy by scratching, like bloodletting technique. It is called DoAnn. And it makes sense to detox the system through the skin level. So this is the DoAnn technique developed in eastern part of China. And blood stagnation, impurity of the blood is a major issue in TCM. There are many herbs developed to clean up. So yes, from surface level, this is a way. So draining abscess or release pus, and also relieving pain or stagnation. Now the west region of China are rich with many minerals, herbs, grasses, and fungus, and nuts and seeds, which develop other Chinese herbal medicine. So what happened in the central region of China? Well, they developed a lot of self-healing like Tai Chi, Qigong, DoAnn, and Ama massage. There are three major rivers. Yangtze Yellow River, one of the two, flows into middle part, which is a flat part of China, and providing kind of dampness in the climates and develop joint pains, muscle pains like arthritis. And rainy season they suffer. Therefore, before rainy season, they know how to prevent it doing all those exercise. And the therapists were ready to help by manipulating, releasing pressure, soothing circulations. So central part of China developed Amma. They call it Amma or Tuina in China. There were 5 masters. Amma therapy arrived from China in 8th century. One of the remarkable masters was blind Waichi Sugiyama in 17th century, known as the father of Japanese acupuncture. He opened many schools, establishing a tradition where the blind therapists practiced acupuncture and Amma massage. Number 2, Fujibayashi Ryohaku printed in woodblock edition of Amma therapy, and it was around the 18th century. He published this book, illustration of Amma. Number 3, Shinsai Ota. He specialized abdominal therapy called Anpuku. This is very important Japanese style of organs, major organs manipulations. And it is detoxifying, promoting immune system, and reversing the aging, so on. And it is often compared with this technique in osteopathy, as I mentioned. Number 4, Soleil Yanagiya Sensei, 20th century, yes, updated Amma therapy and acupuncture together based on the Western science. And after Soleil Sensei, Katsusuke and Serizawa Sensei also advanced this scientific Amma therapy based on the modern Western science. Yeah, actually it was Tamai Tempeki Sensei, one of the originators. Then Tokujiro Namikoshi Sensei introduced this very scientific pressure points, lines, and based on modern Western science. and the foundation of the Shiatsu school in Tokyo. Shizuto Masunaga sensei, yes, he developed meridian shiatsu called Zen Shiatsu. I mentioned already. Now the background, Amma has totally TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. But Shiatsu really had scientific background. As I mentioned, Dr. Serizawa defined chiropractic, osteopathy, spondylotherapy. Amma has a direct effect on qi and blood circulation. Meantime, direct effect of the Shiatsu has nerve reflex and skeletal system alignment of the spine from neck, cervical down to the sacral. We want to understand the difference of this first reaction in our system. Amma has more circulatory, Shiatsu has more nerve reflex. It involves neuroendocrine system and the skeletal system. This has a totally traditional Chinese medicine background. Pressure points are called tsubo, meaning pot. And do you know, my friend, how many acupuncture points, pressure points do we have? Now, how many meridian energy flow, what we are talking about, major meridian do we have? It is 365 points and 12 meridians in our body. And you say, what is going on? 12 months, 365 days? So my answer is this. We are the universe. We want to understand those meridian pressure point location accurately. Therefore, we developed a system to establish landmarks, horizontal, vertical, and you will find those pressure points easily. So we need to know what are those landmarks. Also, we need to understand yin and yang concept. For example, yin is the inside, yang is the outside, sunny side, yang, shadowy side, yin. So different meridian belong to the yin and yang, and you will know why it is so, and flow of the energy too, beginning and ending energy. Then we want to understand this chi or key of the universe, how the energy complete its balance and circulation integrities. So we need to understand also 5 elements, how those balances are created, perfection of the universe, how it was maintained. When you understand this internal inter-prospective power among 5, well, one circle is very positive creating, but within 5 elements, there's a restricting cycle. So this is fascinating theory in TCM, which is totally different from Western medicine. Well, for example, Western massage, they concentrate in circulatory system, FLR, petrissage, tappement are the 3 major techniques, but they didn't include pressure technique in original classical level. But we specialize pressure techniques in Shiatsu. And finally, very important to control our breath for both practitioner and people who receive partner therapists. And well, patients are one in the universe. So breathing make it happen. Well, it's totally based on modern science. Therefore, we have to understand Western science, anatomy, physiology, and so on. So several systems we need to understand in order to locate meridian, pressure point, and their indications. Number 1, skeletal system, alignment of the spine. Number 2, muscular system, muscles which attach to the joints and the spine. We need to understand their locations Also, number 3, nerve system. How does it run? There are 2 basic nerve systems. Autonomic nervous system, cerebrospinal nervous system, and how does it work, so on. Number 4, circulatory system. Number 5, glandular system. Number 6, neuroendocrine system. And finally, quantum mechanics. Those are the 7 elements we need to understand to practice Shiatsu Short Form in my style. Okay, my friend, it is practicing time. I will demonstrate part of our long form. I will select this part of his back after very beginning. First of all, we do gasho, which means very sincere gratitude, appreciation, love, and care. So we will do this gasho at the very beginning, at the end. In Amma technique, we have 3 basic techniques: soothing, and then 2 type of the kneading. One is cutting, cross fiber. So against the line, meridian, it is called UB meridian, and it is located about 2 fingers next to his spine. And this is a way to knead the muscle, erector spinae muscles along the spine, and repeating about 5 times and pick up all those tight spots. Sometimes it is like a lobe shape, sometimes like a plate shape you detect. And loosening up, it is tight, so you have to move your thumb to release the tensions. So yes, tension need to be flexible, and you are promoting that flexibility through your thumb moving out horizontal way. Then second kneading technique is rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you want to locate the line muscle meridian in a proper position, knowing the landmarks, and pick up all those information on this line: tension, stiffness, rigidity, spasming, and you can find the roots of those stagnations. Then third technique is pressure. So this time, very, very stationary. So, all right, it is important to locate pressure point in an accurate way. So usually I have a quick touching to this space between vertebra, the cavity level, and next to it, the pressure point. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, breathing, very important. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 5. And it's 6, 7 to release. The counting 5 in to total 7 seconds to practice. So we have 6 very important regulation. Number 1, concentrated. Your body, mind, spirit. And oneness with the universe as you breathe in, breathe out. And yes, you want to make it very stable, not shaky. And also, this is 90-degree vertical pressure and sustained pressure. And also, very well, yes, coordinated, harmonized. So with your breath, you are coordinating very well. So to integrate body and mind. So those are the first 3 basic techniques in our Amma long form. Then we add additional technique. In this case, we call this 3 way to stretch the back spine. Crossing technique. Cross arms. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. It is basically palm pressure in different directions, opposite directions. This is a way to take care, paying attention to spinal alignment, skeletal system. And then like this. Cross hands. Sometimes you'll be surprised that the spine snap without forceful thrust. We are not doing any adjustment of chiropractic technique here. But as I explained in Shiatsu, there are those kind of holistic medicine background, chiropractic technique. Not exactly the same, but very much similar. Look, number 3, this way, crossing the fingers. So, gradually increase with breath. So again, we never do quick snapping, thrusting technique. No. Very gentle, safe, and comfortable. I'm putting a lot of body weight. Including sacral, lumbosacral region. Okay, so this is a long form part of this back. Now, my friend, this is the very end of our long form sequence. We take care of neck or headache, like a neck ache, shoulder aches. So again, 3 basic techniques. Soothing, then kneading. So in this case, I pick only one kneading technique, which is rotation. 1, 2, 3. Basis of the skull, landmark 1, horizontal landmark. And then at the top of the shoulder, landmark 2 will stop. Vertical line, this is landmark 1. Alright, now second vertical landmarks. It is called UB meridian. So it's about 2 fingers away from the center line, and you go this kneading technique. Yeah, you may spend about 5 points from base of the skull, horizontal landmark 1 to landmark 2. And then third line, another 2 fingers. So 4 fingers from the center line. It is called GB, gallbladder meridian. Another kneading technique. Now this one, at the end, you want to reach to the top of the shoulder. As far as you can reach, spreading my thumb and index finger like this. Then number 3, pressure technique. 1, 2, 3. Number 15, governing vessel. And no number until GB14 at the shoulder level. Count is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to release. Then UB. 1, 2, 3, 4. From UB10 to UB11. So we always include those very important basic pressure points. Third line, remember? GB. This point is very famous and very effective. It is called Huchi, window of the wind. And it can take care of many issues, headache, neck ache, problem in the eyes, sinus, tilting 90 degrees. Last one, GB21. Now, On the shoulder, two lines we introduce. Number one, GB meridian continued, very top of the shoulder. Horizontal landmark 2, and reaching to the end of this space. Then we go to second line, about 4 fingers behind it, and the edge of the scapula. We continue, this time cutting kneading, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so again, bring your body weight and complete this effective kneading technique. Then we repeat 2 lines with pressure technique. Elbow straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Count is 5. 3 in, 2 out. And again, you want to spend about minimum 5 points. Yeah, my elbows straight. And I'm supporting his back with my knees, like the back of the chair. Second line, small intestine. 13 to the 12. It's very easy to locate this we call spine of the scapula, like a platform. Same ending point. Okay, then we have an exercise, additional technique, and a tapping technique. So first exercise, you go like this, and rotation of the neck. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Then we go to the shoulder. Now exercise those additional technique in Amma. So I raise his arm and straight his back with my knees, pushing forward. Watch. Inhalation and exhale. Elevating my knee. Highest. Now opening front chest, interlock fingers, and again my knees on his back. 1, 2, 3. Opening. Higher level. Tiptoes my feet. Then like a yoga. Nice rotating, twisting. But do it carefully. You need to know the limitation. After a couple of times, drop the shoulder. Okay, so this is the end of the sequence. It is entertainment time, finale, lots of firework. Okay, so let me show you all the tapping technique. I call it music hand, magic hand. All right. Okay, so this is the end of the sequence. It is entertainment time, finale, lots of firework. Okay, so let me show you all the tapping technique. I call it music hand, magic hand. All right. Second one, gasho. Not on the spine, next to the spine, okay? And then drumming hands. The Japanese name for each technique, this is fukurodaho. Back of the fist. While the cupping, back of the fingers. Now, those are 4 very unique techniques. It takes time to master those wonderful tapping. Semi-eye tapping. First one is called skide. I translate it like a horse hand. Second one, rolling hand, 車で。Alternating. And then we have a butterfly hand. The insect of the butterfly flying up using thumbs and forefingers. Next the spine. Can you hear the sound? And finally, 横で, I call it tail of the fish. And the left side. All right. So again, at the end, we use another nice soothing technique. Having nice warm shower at the end. 1, 2, 3. And Gasho, thank you very much for this opportunity to work on you. And I pray for your well-being, happiness, and peace.
So you've gotten the opportunity to hear from Kaneko Sensei and all his knowledge about not just the history of Shiatsu, but also in the practice of Shiatsu-Anma. Now you're probably wondering, well, why should I learn Shiatsu from Kaneko Healing Arts? So let me explain a little bit to you about the reason why you should. The world is continuing to move in the direction of more natural ways to treat the whole person. Shiatsu is one of the leading ways of doing such. Between Kaneko Sensei and myself, we bring 90 years of experience of working in the healing arts, having taught thousands of people all over the world. Kaneko Sensei happens to be identified as a Grandmaster and is so knowledgeable that he will be able to provide you with so much information, whether through a theoretical perspective or a practical perspective. We are the originators of Shiatsu-Anma, bringing Shiatsu and Anma together into a very powerful form of healing art that has been proven to be able to treat many conditions, including very specific pain conditions. Whether you just want to learn for yourself, to be able to treat your family members, your friends, or yourself, we can provide a training specifically for you. If you are a professional in the healing arts or in the medical field, whether you're a massage therapist, acupuncturist, chiropractor, DO, MD, nurse, additional healthcare provider, we can provide a training specifically to meet your needs, to enhance your skills and knowledge. We will work with you to build a solid foundation in Shiatsu-Anma to move you forward to learn more advanced techniques, which will include Shiatsu-Anma for carpal tunnel syndrome, sciatica, plantar fasciitis, tendinitis, headaches, migraines, frozen shoulder, respiratory problems, immune boosting issues. Join us and begin your new journey of self-discovery and helping others and enhancing healing in the world. Domo arigato.
My friend, thank you very, very much for watching our orientation program of Shiatsu and Anma Healing Arts. We do hope you will join us to share our goals for peace, love, and unconditional happiness. Let us pray that love and healing power prevail through you, your family, and the whole world. 合唱、どうもありがとうございました。Grazie, obrigado, 谢谢, 감사합니다, dankeschön, merci beaucoup.